You are not your thoughts or emotions. You have the power to observe them without getting completely swept away by them.
That's really interesting. One of the things that I've always been curious about with this whole mindfulness thing is like, how does it actually impact your performance? Because it seems kind of counterintuitive, right? Like, if you're so focused on the present moment, does that make you less ambitious or less driven about, the future?
It's a common misconception. But what Harris discovered, and what a lot of research actually supports, is that mindfulness can actually enhance your performance in a lot of ways.
Okay, how so?
Well, by cultivating focus and emotional regulation, you're actually able to work more effectively, think more clearly under pressure, and even handle criticism with greater resilience.
So it's not about becoming some sort of detached observer. It's about, harnessing the power of mindfulness to become more engaged and more effective in the world.
Exactly. Harris talks about how mindfulness actually made him a better journalist. He could conduct interviews with greater presence, think more critically, and write more insightful pieces.
So it sounds like mindfulness is not just about feeling better. It's about becoming a more well-rounded, capable person.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. It's about cultivating this deeper sense of well-being that permeates every aspect of your life.
That's really cool. I'm curious, as you were reading 10% Happier, was there anything that particularly resonated with you, like anything that really stood out?
What struck me the most was just Harris's honesty about his own struggles. He doesn't pretend to have all the answers, and he's very open about the fact that he still gets stressed, he still gets distracted, he's a work in progress just like all of us.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes his message so much more relatable and believable.
Yeah.
Right? It's not about achieving some unattainable state of perfect bliss.
Exactly. It's about, making these small, consistent efforts to cultivate a more mindful way of being.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired right now.
Me too.
I think our listeners might be feeling ready to embark on their own little mindfulness journeys after this. What do you think?
I hope so. I think, there's a lot to be gained from exploring these ideas and seeing how they can apply to your own life.
Absolutely. Any final words of wisdom for those who are just starting out? Any advice?
Just remember to start small, be kind to yourself, and just embrace the journey. It's not a race. It's about, finding what works for you and just being consistent with it.
That's great advice. Progress over perfection.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to, seek out resources and support. There are so many great books, podcasts, apps out there that can guide you along the way.
Yeah. And speaking of podcasts, if you're looking for a fantastic resource to delve deeper into the world of mindfulness and personal growth, I highly recommend checking out the Books Talk Wisdom